we are going to try this out and see if it works. I don't know. Social media is really weird for me. Snapchat, I usually do this a lot. A lot of people know me for vlogging on Snapchat, but we're gonna turn this into a YouTube channel and we're gonna roll with it because one, a lot of things have changed in the past few years. A lot of things that we thought we couldn't do, we did. I mean, looking at these cars right now, 2 years ago, this was unattainable. It was a vision that not a lot of people believed in. Not a lot of people liked it. When Brandon and I started Drift Militia in 2020. 2021, Brandon jumped on board. It was crazy because not a lot of people believed in us. And when I said believed in us, it was, well, we actually drive nice cars, you don't. That's why you can have aggressive driving style. So we said, okay, let's just do this. Brandon and I, we sacrificed a lot. It's not like we're just rich by any means, but we sacrificed a lot to get to this point. We built 2 rad cars that match each other. Because what's better than just, going against the grain and continuing your driving style as hard as you can, is having nice cars with your buddy that if you hit, we don't care. They're party cars. They've always been party cars. But it's allowed us to grow as who we are as a person, and even more that as a drift team. I mean, you just look at our drifting this year alone. It's insane. And I go back to not a lot of people believing they can do something unless you look into the vision. And when you look into your vision, you have to say, is this attainable? Not dreams, but goals. And this season, I thought it was a possibility that we could do big things. We could go travel to different events, maybe make it out of Arkansas or Kansas because we're stationed in Oklahoma. But we went to North Dakota, we went to US Air, now we're going to the Drift Mansion. Stuff that doesn't really seem attainable is attainable whenever you sit there and you say, I'm gonna do it. We're gonna make sacrifices. We're not gonna sit there and be like, I wanna do this. We're actually going to do this. So it's just super rad. I mean, you look at both of our cars, it just doesn't make sense. I mean, looking at it now, it's like we grew so big within 2 years of, we're gonna drive, we're doing this that not a lot of people do. So it's super rad. And I do believe anyone can do this. I just don't believe a lot of people are willing to make the sacrifices, take the heat, because a lot of people don't like whenever you're out doing his stuff. Especially, if you're making moves that people don't believe, you should make moves. If you're willing to accept which is the greatest thing about me, in the communities, I'm always willing to accept when I'm at fault. If I spin out and I wreck, I wreck. I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh no, you did this, you did this. So when Brandon and I had Z's, our Z's were just, they're terrible. We hit each other, I'd hit him, he hit me, I'd hit him, I hit him, until I started really dialing proximity. Even now though, you think we got pretty sweet cars, I would say so myself, I'm biased, but his quarter panel's gone, my door is gone, but it's part of the game. It's the movement of where we're going, the journey, the process. And every time we do something in drifting, it just doesn't make sense on how we got to that point. And then I stop and I look back and I'm like, we put in the effort. Not a lot of people want to put in the effort, but we put in the effort. And this stuff is like, it's the adrenaline rush, but it's more of an adrenaline rush, not just when the event ends, but when you go home and you look at the footage, you look at the stuff and you stop and you're like, I can't believe we did this. So moving forward with this YouTube channel, I'm trying to keep that going. I want to focus on the experiences that we have, the 4 motors that we've gone through with these cars, just the ups and the downs of our drift team. And no matter what, it's usually always positive. We haven't had an instance that it was like, oh, we blew motor, I think Brandon's gone through 3, blew motor number 3, are we done? No, it sucks, yeah, but we're not done. It's the motivation, the vision, where we're going. So hopefully in this journey, you guys can see us go even further than where we're at and develop our skills. I'm gonna try to get a media team together to help footage for outside the car and then inside the car. We'll see how all this goes, but it's the end of the year, but we have one more event and it's either day 1 or one day. And I'm not doing this one day anymore. We're doing day 1. We're going live. We're going to start doing this stuff. Here's to one last one at the end of this year and many more to come.